Think. All right, good dawning and welcome to the Isis Oracle card for the 23rd of April, or whenever this timeless message lands upon your eyes. My name's Josh. I'm with the Mr. Floyd Channelings channel. I channel Archangel Raphael and Saint Germain. I will be doing a live channeling tonight. It's Tuesday night live at 7 p.m. Eastern Time, 4 p.m. Pacific. Join us. It's a lot of fun. I hope to see you in the chat. All right, we're also open for business. If you want a one-on-one session with Archangel Raphael and Saint Germain, give me a tag. Email me at Mr. Floyd Channelings, that's with an S, at gmail.com. I want to give a shout out to Eugenie and to Angela. Thank you for the donations. Grateful somehow. With Eugenia, I ended up channeling her father yesterday. When I said haircut versus haircut, or haircuts versus haircut, apparently that's something her father says. And I was actually thinking about her, like, I hope she knows we're going live tomorrow at the exact same time. So there we go. So apparently there's a little bit of medium hiding within me outside of my channeling, which would fit since I watch the medium channel with Adam. So there we go. All right, so we're going to do the Isis card for today. Hope to see you tonight. We're going to DoorDash this afternoon. It's gorgeous out. And how's your universe? All right, here's a card for today. The Goddess of 10,000 Names. I'm sure we've drawn this before, kind of in a loop. I actually picked, just out of a random shuffle, I got the same card that we picked on the 19th today, but I'm not going to read the same card basically back to back. All right, the Goddess of 10,000 Names. Isis. Endless emanations of the priestess. I know we've done this one before, but it's not my control. This is all about Isis and what she's telling me that we need to give to the collective. What we're pulling is what Isis is giving me to give to the collective. I just had Isis come through on a different tarot reading too. So this is the second time I've talked to Isis this morning. So here we go. Isis, with many names, forms, and associations and expressions, is referred to as the Goddess of 10,000 Names. A name holds power. It defines and energizes our limits. The names, faces, and roles that you play are just one part of your being. Yet, you exist beyond them, beloved initiate, as a vast being. You are currently realizing that you are not limited by previous identities you hold. Instead, you are becoming more of your whole self, enjoying the uncovering of even more of you. Just like the Lady Isis, you are a multifaceted, multidimensional being. It is most helpful at this phase in your path that you learn not to attach to roles, identities that may have once held great importance for you or others relating to you. Does not mean that you must cease to relate to that name or role more than you are realizing it is only a part of you. And there is even more of you wishing to express itself now. The roles you are needing to move beyond might be mother, executive, healer, good person, strong person, always in control, daughter, teacher or guru, grandmother, and so on. There is nothing wrong with these roles, and you may still express part of your vast self through such roles. But you are at a significant point in your inner development where you are learning that these are not who you are, but simply expressions of the eternal, endless self, uncontrollable by any human descriptions. It can be tricky to avoid getting stuck in roles that others prescribe for you or expect of you. And yet your self-definition will become wider and your experience of yourself will be more real and fulfilling if you are open to discovering more of you, beyond the person you have considered yourself to be up until now. For this to happen, you must be willing to allow the many and varied faces of your being, your 10,000 names, to begin to emerge in your awareness. To realize that you are more than you currently imagine yourself to be. It opens up tremendous freedom of choice and possibility in life this can both be exhilarating and terrifying. Trust that the self is in essence divine love, and there is great joy in unfoldment, even if there are challenges to let go of the fears that have held us strapped in certain roles and identities at times. The call to let go of old identity is very strong, leading you to this oracle at this time. When a new, more whole, fulfilling, and truthful sense of identity awaits you, any fear, or struggle that you go through to allow this to happen, beloved, will be spiritually repaid to you, multiplied in so many ways. There is nothing to lose except old limitations and such wonder and joy to be gained. This oracle also indicates that there is a spiritual name waiting for you on the inner planes. The name may come from various spiritual traditions as the name of a deity or sacred mantra. Or it could be an actual name that you can sound out and use in meditation or sacred temple activities with spiritual groups. That name may be simply a note and inner awareness of a sound, and it can be sourced by going into your heart. Almost felt more than heard or spoken. The spiritual name is coming to you to help you deepen your connection with yourself. Like any other identity, it is just a representation for a time. You do not need to pack up your old life in search of an entirely new one unless your heart deeply guides you with peace and neutrality that this is what is needed for your spiritual growth. More often than not, what this spiritual name offers you is a chance to begin to loosen your grip on your old identity and not throw it away completely and sense yourself in a more expanded light. Whether you consciously and easily revive your spiritual name in meditation or dream state, or through healing conversation with another initiate, or whether it remains a mystery, trust that it is in your heart calling you to recognize more of your true self. If you already have a spiritual name, this oracle is guidance to not become attached to that identity either. Names are ways of knowing a being, but they are not the being. This can be hard for us to take on board in a culture that loves to label and therefore understand everything. For the initiate, however, accepting mystery is part of the spiritual journey into the divine self. If you have felt constrained by a role or name or identity and are wishing for assistance in growing beyond it, or if you have sensed a new role or identity calling you into greater expression and would love some divine help in that growth, this oracle indicates that help you need is already with you and urging your growth from within. Ritual of the spiritual name. Rest quietly in a space where you will not be disturbed and close your eyes. Follow your breathing into your heart space and be aware of a vast space there. Rest in that space. Say, I open to receive an unconditional love, the spiritual name that will help me this day as I grow into conscious realization of more of my vast divine self. Be in your heart and imagine that through the vastness of inner space, light and sound is weaving towards you in a unique pattern of color, movement, and geometry. You may hear, sense, or feel a perceive a name, sound, or pattern. It may be happening beneath the level of your conscious awareness, which is fine too. Just let it come as obviously or subtly as it wishes to. For this will serve you best. Imagine the pattern, vibration, name, or sound, or light drawing effortlessly into your heart and feeling the essence of the pattern, name, sound, light, or vibration. This is a gift from your divine essence. Don't analyze it, just allow it to flow. Whatever does or does not happen, obviously that's perfect for you. Once you are fully connected with your heart, think thank you, and when you are ready, just open your eyes. Incantation of the Endless Goddess. This prayer will help evoke a spiritual name if you wish to receive one. Just be open to how that name can come to you. It might be through an unexpected source where you will just know that the name is for you at this time. Be in your heart and trust the intuitive recognition of the name that will come at this perfect time and in this perfect way for you. The incantation below will also help you shift and release identities and forms that serve you no longer, to be replaced by new identities and forms that will help you grow spiritually. Om Isis, Om Maha Isis. Isis of 10,000 nominations. Om Isis, Om Maha Isis. Isis of endless emanation. I live my true self in all its glory. I now release outdated story. I let go of who I used to be. I let go of my history. I step forward into a new me, blossoming beyond identity. I receive the name of myself newborn. I now let go of all that is outworn. Om Isis, Om Maha Isis. Isis of 10,000 names and more. Om Isis, Maha Isis, bless me with self-knowledge pure. All right, that's the Isis Oracle card for the 23rd of April, or whenever you find this timeless message. Again, live channeling tonight, 7 p.m. Eastern Time, 4 p.m. Pacific. I know that this one has been read recently, but even if you've heard it, listen to it again. Or even though you've heard it and we've listened to it again, there we go, because I can't tell you to listen to it again. If you already made it this far, you've listened to it again. Isis has got a message for us within there. Step past the roles, step past your names, step into the new that you are and allow that to come through as the new name, new solid you that you are. And if you're not solid, if you're not there yet, and you're still in your dark night, Isis is still with you. Give to her your emotions and problems. Release them to her. Say, Isis, divine light, take them. Help me clear. Help me release. I love you. You love yourself? Guan Yin, White Buffalo, Calf Woman, and Isis love you. They come in threes. So if you're talking to one, the other two are dancing around somewhere within your auric field. They travel as a team. It's kind of like Charlie's Angels, right? There's three of them. So there you go. I love you. Stay awesome. Remember, everything you do creates your universe. And if you're not there, every emotion you feel helps to get you to the point where you can create your universe. I love you. You love yourself? Stay awesome. Stay beautiful. See you tonight.